if you're following the news, especially with respect to this new cap, on international students for about 2 years by the Canadian immigration, you may have come across in news that a Canadian province announced 2-year ban on Nigerian and others. And these are most of these news are mostly, you know, you see them a lot in some of the Nigerian newspaper. I've kind of been coming across them. And someone reach out to me and I'm like, is this really true that Canada is placing a 2-year ban on this Canadian province? Got an admission ban on Nigerians and other international students. I was like, okay, I just have to go see this for myself. I saw that in the Nation newspaper, Legit, Tribune, even Nairaland. I also saw it in Sahara Reporters, on Daily Post, and I was like, come on, what is all this? What exactly did they mean by this? I went to do my research to then find out what the British Columbia government were saying about all of this. And to be honest, it's exactly opposite to what they're saying. Just to put it up front, they did not ban Nigerians, okay? This province did not ban Nigerians, and they did not ban other international students. So what they've done is, because the federal government is issuing this, cap to every province, so they are not kind of looking for a way to fish out some of, maybe especially those private colleges that maybe they may not have the necessary facilities, to cater for the students that they are actually giving admission to. So these have been the loophole, and even with the federal government, they're actually stopping the post-graduation work permits for public private partnership college, right? So these are one of the things that British Columbia, they looked at and like, well, we have to look for a way to sanitize the system. And they came up with 4 measures, okay? Now, the first thing they said that they are pausing growth of institutions that are offering international education, okay? Now, what they said is that the province, they are going to pause approval for 2 years until February of 2026 of any new post-secondary institutions seeking to enroll international students. I don't see where they mention Nigerians there, number one. And secondly, I don't see where they say they've banned international students. In fact, they've actually placed a ban on institutions, okay? So if you apply, let's say, a private institution, and you want to apply to become a designated learning institute so that you'll be able to have international students, get into those institutions, moving forward, you will not be able to apply to get a designated learning institution number, okay, in British Columbia to be able to recruit international students. So as international student, you will be able, whether Nigerians or whatever, you can still apply to the province of British Columbia in most of the colleges that they have. You just go to their website. I've talked about that in my previous video. British Columbia Institute of Technology, you can still apply to that. Cambosun College, you can still apply to that. College of New Macedonia, Douglas College, Quanten Polytechnic University, Langara College, Northern Island College, Northern Light College, Okanaga College, Seke College, Royal Road, University of British Columbia, Thompson Rivers, University of Simon Fraser University, so you will still be able to apply to all of these schools as a Nigerian specifically, and also other international student. Whether you also apply for some other private colleges, universities, like Trinity Western University, you're still good. Vancouver Island University, you're still good. Western Community College, you're still good. Yorkville University, you are still good. Okay, so you don't have to worry about any of this. Okay, you can still definitely apply. So that's the first thing that they said. And I was like, why did they get this ban? So don't be scared. Okay, I think probably I just do this news. They don't even understand what is happening. So I think majority of these news outlets are just looking for a way to scare Nigerian students, because I remember when the UK government issued a ban on international students from bringing their spouse, the first thing I heard about some of those news outlets is UK ban Nigerians from bringing spouse. I was like, where did they mention Nigeria? As much as you're a Nigerian news outlet, you shouldn't just be saying they ban Nigerians. Okay, you're taking it too personal, right? So you're taking it too personal. So it's all international students. So don't be afraid of that. Now, one of the second measure they've also said is that they're going to enhance compliance and enforcement. So what it means is that for some of these private colleges, okay, they're going to be engaging in frequent inspections of these private colleges to make sure that they meet the required standard, okay, and to make sure that they they have the necessary support that you need, because at the end of the day, it's not going to be for business, which that is part of it. Of course, provided that education should be the priority. But if you don't have the necessary facilities for international students and you're recruiting all of them, and then now they pay tuition and you're giving them some of the courses that are not really relevant to that particular economy, then there's already a problem. So that frequent inspection is going to be very important. Now, they've also mentioned the third measure that they're going to ensure there's going to be a higher standard for private degree programs. And one of the things that they said that before you can get approval as a private college to become a designated learning institution, maybe in the future, after they remove the cap, is going to now be much more strict. Okay, there's going to be more stricter measure. You have to make sure that whatever courses that they are doing in your private institution is something that is going to fill in the labor market shortage in the province or in Canada at large. Now, the other measure that they've actually, it's actually 5. I said 4 is 5. Now, the other one is that there's going to be a new language requirement for private institutions. So they're going to set a minimum benchmark that if you are applying to any private college, because admission is pretty easy in a lot of these private colleges. You can just reach out to them today. In a few hours, they've already given you admission, and some of them may not really care whether you can really speak English or not. So when the province is saying that before you can get approval into these private colleges, you have to meet a certain criteria, okay, for English, okay? They may have a certain English test, another that they will roll out in the future. This is to ensure that anybody that is coming in is properly prepared, language-wise, to be able to survive in the province of British Columbia. And the third thing they said is that there's going to be tuition transparency, okay? So every public post-secondary institution, they will be required to post, the tuition levels for students for their entire time that they are studying. So they have to make sure that this tuition they posted, and the federal government or the British government of British Columbia, they are able to see all of these things, and that there is no hide and seek about it. Okay, the reason is because sometimes some colleges or some institutions may say, this institution is $12,000, and by the time you come, you get a study permit approval. They are telling you that there's an extra $5,000 to $6,000 that you have to pay for these, and that. So moving forward, every institution will make sure that these things are clearly stated out, okay? So that it becomes very easy. So this is the update, okay? So there is no ban on Nigerians. There is no ban on international students in this province. They are banning new post-secondary institutions that want to get approval to, be able to have international admission. They are banning them. You don't have problem as international students. So apply to other private colleges, and you should still be good, okay? So that's going to be it for this video. If you are looking for someone to talk to one-on-one, I do have a private mentorship program. You can definitely reach out to me. There's going to be a link in the description. Check it out, and I will be glad to help you out. And also, if you are looking for study loans for your study permit application, Passage. It's offering, it offers student loan, and you can actually reach out to them and register with them. There's going to be a link in the description as well, a unique code, referral code. So if you sign up through my link, then I'll be able to know that, yeah, I recommended you to get a student loan. So check the link in the description. And if you haven't subscribed, do what to subscribe and like this video so whenever new videos are released, you will be the first person to get notified of my videos. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in this video. Cheers.